Thank you for joining us today. Let's start with a round of introductions. My name is Vincent. I'm CIO at Kronos Research. We are a market maker, trader, investor, and glad to be here. And we have a panel of strong VCs with us. Lingling, why don't you start introducing?
Yeah. Thank you, Vincent. So my name is Lingling. I'm from DWF Labs. I'm the partner leading the BD market making investment team. DWF Labs, we are the multi-stage Web3 investors and a market maker, and we currently working with more than 800 projects. Very excited to be here. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ching from AppWorks. So I lead the Web3 team at AppWorks. We're from Taiwan. Two things we're working on. One is equity-free accelerator. That we started to do that since 2010. The other one is the VC fund. That we have 4 funds investing either Southeast Asia internet companies or Web3 company. Yep.
Yeah, hey, this is Dan from Hash. I usually am based in Singapore. Hash started around 2016-17 with some group of the successful serial entrepreneurs doing their own business in South Korea and the US. Now have more than 150 different portcos, and we do have 7 different subsidiary companies doing each of the research, the trading, market making, venture building, and some of the other stuff as well. So we quite have a full stack, I would say, supporting different set of the stages of the founders, and also we have the office across 5 different cities. Started from Seoul, South Korea. Now we have San Francisco, Los Angeles, Singapore, and we're now expanding to Abu Dhabi. So yeah.
Awesome. Today's topic is about from VC's perspective. How do VC help projects scale, and what are you guys looking for when you guys are investing? As the space is evolving, the role of VC is also evolving along with it. So let's start talking about for projects. What do you guys think are the most effective strategy for projects to increase user base and to increase their adoption? Maybe we can start with Lingling. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I think this user adoption is definitely one of the biggest challenges for all the Web3 projects. I think there are 2 phases in user adoption. One is user acquisition, and the second phase will be user retention. For the first phase, I think the most effective strategies involving around marketing, brand awareness, establishing partnership with well-known partners to tap into their networks. And the second, I would say, is incentive programs. How do you motivate these new users to try your product? And we have seen how successful Hyperliquid has been. They airdropped 31% total supply to almost 200,000 wallet users. So all these users become free marketer for them and to expand their users. The second phase, after you get users using your products, how are you going to retain them? So I think this all comes down to user experience. On top of the financial incentives, how is the user experience to all these users? Is it smooth enough? And are you solving, any of their pain points to offer more value add? So I think, depends where you see most challenging coming from, either new users or retaining the old users. Then you can adjust your strategies.
I think it's actually a complicated question, because when Web3 founder mentioned, I want to have more user adoption, I want to have the go-to-market, they might mean 2 different things. One is their real users, the other one is their token holders. So I think that's a totally different game when you face these 2 different type of TA, right? So in terms of real users, of course, no matter Web2, Web3, or even hardware, they have to understand what exactly their user need, where they are, what kinds of things actually can track them to adopt to their new product. So you just need to focus on build a good user-friendly product, like Lingling say, user acquisition throughout specific channel and the user retention throughout your really good services. But in terms of us, your token holders, that type of users, then you need to really care about their incentive and where they are, what they are looking for, what kinds of return and things, expectation they have on working or using or holding your token. So in terms of the tips, I would say, of course, there's a lot of external party that can help founder or citing they can help founders to do so. But before everything, I think founders should definitely try everything themselves. Then you have the better way to differentiate, no matter this PR company, this market making, or this different kinds of agencies, which fits you the most. Yeah.
I really second the idea of Ching that basically there's a different set of users, different users wanting like different things, like buying the tokens or using the product for different the strategy, different reasonings. So basically, yeah. To add on top of that, I think since like the last bull cycle, I feel that many of the founders are now doing this strategy, which is meeting their own like set of the customers and like physically and building the relationship, which in a way that doesn't really scale that much. So I think, basically for example, for DeFi protocols, like I think already a lot of the builders are doing this strategy in the space, like having more, set of the customers that really matters for them. Like actually, like only about like 10 to 20% of the entire customers are like helping out boosting all the TVLs, like using, bringing all the different set of the metrics up to the like higher level, like next level. And yeah, there's really the core customers and communities that they should really take care about, even though this is pretty much like global and internet-based companies building on top of a very regional agnostic manner. So I do really value that in the like first stage of the the founding, and also throughout the like TGE, and also like after the TGE. Like I think it's basically really the thing that matter is that like bringing more people to the ground, like having more skinship, which is I think the people who are really buying the token and really using the product will really take care as well. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agreed. I think a few days ago I was listening to the podcast. One of my favorite one is that When Shift Happens, and they have like the Pudgy Penguin founder Luca on the podcast. And I remember he was saying that community is the business, and he went even a step further, saying that the product you're building is marketing to the community. If you have a good product, then essentially your user base will start using them, and that's how he thinks about it. It's very interesting. But how do you guys, when you guys investing in projects, what are the things you guys are looking for? Because environment is changing. I'm sure the evaluation is probably changing as well. Maybe we can start with Ching. Yeah.
No, so we have the Web2 and Web3 investment, right? And the common thing we're looking to is the founder quality, which can mean a lot of things. But briefly, three angles: the motivation, what is actually doing a startup, but most of the people are smart. They are taking the cost of opportunity is actually high. So why make them take such high risk? Well, there's actually one of the alumni of AppWorks that started out there. So this guy took a lot of risk, quitting a good job. So motivation of them, why they are doing this, what kind of thing they are trying to achieve, right? And the second part is the ability to deliver, the execution part. We can tell from their past experience and the few months as we work with them to see their execution ability, whether it's growing faster than the others. The last piece is like the strategy, the plan they have, how they think about things. That can also be like attitude related to the market, right? So every founder came from different background, but as we met a lot of founders in the past 14 years, we're trying to map out, as a founder, are you growing faster than the others? And this is the best time for us to sort of back you. On more technical side, of course, the product side, valuation side, and the way of go-to-market, we'll also look at that, but we actually see that as a part of the reflection of the founder quality. So overall, all kinds of angle about trying to link back to evaluate this as a team, not just as a short-term project. Yep.
For me, Actually, I think, yeah, in hindsight, there's a lot of the projects that have been pivoted for multiple times, not only one time in the market. And that is, I think, quite, yeah, the thing that we can witness like a lot in the market, which is basically because like all the like retails are, there's a really small gap between the retail investors and the institutional investors in the market. And like narrative, it really changes by week, as you might notice. So I don't really think that, like chasing all the narratives, current narratives should like bring the alpha for such the long-term investors. Like typically with the investment maturity for more than like a year and a half to up to like sometimes like 5 years, including like 3 years of the vesting plus like 2 years of the development even before the vesting. So I think, yeah, for the early stage investment specifically, we like do really much care about the founder and the size of the dream of the founder, like regardless of, yeah, size of the dream, I would say. Yeah, so basically, even though they are like pursuing for like different, like, they're pursuing for a particular narrative or particular sector, I usually question them a lot, like why, like what is the rationale behind like choosing that dream? What is what is a like target market size that you were gazing for, and what is it like specific, the entire the metrics that you're backing for such of the market realization you're trying to achieve. And I think even that really the entire framework, the size of the framework, and the entire how rational. And logical the founder is throughout the entire, the DD phase is basically that turns out to be a very successful investment, regardless of the end goal and eventually what they're building, like after like 2 to 3 years. So I think that is the most biggest thing. But at the same time, like as a VC, like, I'm not gonna lie that we still have to, manage with very short-term investments, with, pretty much, a very fixed, like market. Like gazing for the TGE like upcoming in like a few months from now, then probably I would like go more technical in that side as like something like a barbell strategy, because definitely there's a lot of the risk for VCs to invest in such high valuation, more than like 9 digits, and at the same time, if the project is not really we cannot evaluate the project with the more traditional side of the like framework, what Web2 VCs are doing with the profit, like the EBITDA, and like some of the other more long-lasting, the framework that we can bring from the Web2 space. Then, yeah, probably we should, group them in. Have more of a like bare like base, like bull to even like moon case like framework with. Comparing that with the already existing products projects out there with the token, the prices and everything, and other the on-chain metrics that we can also bring into the table for. So basically, for those projects, still, there's a lot of possibility that they can also navigate into the different sector, different product even after releasing. And I've been witnessing a couple of projects doing that, and doing both good and bad after such pivoting and the market situation like getting different after that. But still, basically that is the best thing I think we can do as a investor in the market. Just like try to be more articulated, like dividing the project into like different like stages in the phases, and like try to eventually like mostly the target for the ones who are dreaming a lot. So basically that is the reason why we're like now going back to the primary investment with the very early stage, nothing really achieved till now, but still probably will get a chance at the next cycle, or even out of the like crypto, the like existing crypto industry's boundary.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree. We actually need to adjust our evaluation strategies when it comes to different products. But definitely team is something, I believe team, especially the founders, are the backbone, are the foundation of these products. You can pivot the technology, you can pivot products based on market trend, but you actually cannot change the founders. It's not that easy. So we will look at the founders' experience. Is it relevant? And we will, we have a lot of serial entrepreneurs in crypto. So we'll definitely look at their track record. How did the previous product go, and how did they handle it if it's a failure, right? If there's a rug pull, I think no matter how good the current product is, I probably take a huge discount on this new project.
Yeah, I think the common theme is investing in very strong founders, right? They need to pivot very often, even pump that fund, right? They pivot a few times before they start pumping that fund, and hindsight seems so easy, but and I think probably resilience, right? So that when they fail, they can pivot to something else and keep on trying. Something we also resonate strongly with. And we also care a lot about integrity. When things get hard, when there's a lot of money on the table, can they make the right decision? What are they truly chase after? I guess changing topic a little bit. VCs foster innovation in Web3, and how do you guys think about when investing to ensure the regulatory compliance and the long-term sustainability, while investing, while working with the projects? Maybe we can start with Dan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'm the investment guy within the team, and basically all of us, 7 of us, we thought that it's really impossible, almost impossible to scale the teams with helping them in a diverse manner only with the investment team alone. So that is the reason why we're, as mentioned previously when I started, that's the reason why we're building multiple different subsidiary companies to help out in a diverse ways. For example, the first one we did back in 2021 was one called Unopened, which is a venture builder studio that actually built more than 5 different different consumer-facing projects till now, including the K-pop one, since basically Korea is big for entertainment for sure, and also there's some of the gaming companies as well. And in hindsight, in retrospect, working with those teams within our hashed umbrella, the branding, and same site, same office together, in a daily manner. I think we could learn a lot, how the founders are thinking and making the daily decisions, and that also added a bit on the experience and how we are helping bootstrap our own portfolio companies. And starting from 2022, we also added on some of the other lines, the one called Factomind, which is a data-driven advisory company, also helping with some of our portfolio companies in a strategic manner. They are a team of 10 to 15 people coming from the traditional space, mostly from quant engineering. So I think there's a lot of in the same panelists doing the market making and some of the more market side of the advisory as well, like what we're doing. So that with that firm, we also expanded to our services into more in a secondary market support advisory matters as well. And then the last one was the one called Hash Open Research. That is a company with the CEO coming from a very traditional space. It's the institution called FSC, which is a combination of SEC and CFTC in South Korea. And the CEO of Hash Open Research is currently the guy who was the chairman, the commissioner of FSC. So quite brought a lot of the value add from traditional side, especially from the legislators and the regulators in the space, including all the people CFTC, SEC in the West, and the people behind Bika. So we also have the full picture, not really coming from our investment team though, but still have a lot of the team members helping out to have more diverse, more different colors of the insights to be provided to our portfolios, and also some of the companies that are trying to expand in South Korea in a more strategic manner as well. So we think in retrospect, the strategy we used is not really just expanding it within our team, but still hiring the right people in the right place to actually help us bootstrap the entire industry, not only our portfolio companies as well. So
I think regulatory-wise is I think people are more optimistic about it after last month. But of course, there's a lot of topics still not clear. I won't say it's necessary to be a run thing, but I saw when the founder is trying to do some innovation, and it might be involving the potential regulatory risk. Good founder mostly will find the potential problem themselves and come to discuss with us, and we'll of course with our legal team together and the other entrepreneur together to do a lobby and try to seek for advices from the related parties. In terms of broader view, in terms of sustainability type of things, of if certain project involving this, I'll see it's more positive in the future. But yeah, of course, if you are working on innovation side, you might have the risk and different parties to work together. I would say when facing regulatory risk, Web3 industry together should be a team to seek for like future lobby and what. So love to have like different parties. They have different research team in different places, different markets to do the thing together. So I think we'll still face that, but what we do is just trying to gather the founders together and I would say discuss and trying to persuade the different related stakeholders to try to help the whole industry keep growing. Yep.
Yeah, I think what we've seen, like you said, after Trump election, a lot of us are very hopeful in the U.S. area. We also have seen founders actually move back to U.S. After moving out of U.S. a few years ago. Like New York, I haven't been there for a while, and I recently visited. It's has a very big crypto community, and it's only going to get bigger from here. UK also announced that they will issue more clear regulatory framework in Q1 2025. So I guess all of us are very hopeful. Hopefully, the regulatory environment will also foster a better environment for the founders to grow from here. And in a startup scene, partnerships are key to adoption. What do you guys think about projects leveraging traditional industries or other, blockchain technologies to increase their user adoption? Maybe, Lynn? Yeah.
So, sorry, yeah, I think because I came from traditional finance background, so when I joined crypto, one of my visions is always bridging Web2 and Web3. I see a lot of benefits. First is reputation, brand awareness. Last month, I think BlackRock announced they're going to expand their tokenized money-making fund to more chains on top of Ethereum, like Polygon, OP. So this immediately increased the credibility and trustworthiness of these chains, no matter how you would think of them before. And the second is associated with this one is tap into these well-known players' network users. Think about BlackRock's users. So when they decide to get into crypto, either trade, either use crypto products, where they would prefer to start. And I personally believe they probably prefer either the players they already know, or if they don't know anything about crypto, they probably see, who is BlackRock working with? It might be a good start, because they trust BlackRock, they're going to trust the partners BlackRock is working together. And I think last thing is, go back to the last question, is regulation, right? Hong Kong government issued their digital assets license, and they actually leverage existing finance license. It's not completely the same, right? But it's a good way to get them started. It's very efficient for the Web3 development.
I think the finance part is the enterprises, different traditional parties in the finance-related industry or markets have, of course, had more involvement in the past few years. So as Lily mentioned, no matter the license part or even the trading or even they bring the assets on chain or they offer their clients different crypto assets, that's all ongoing, and I think the adoption will continue to grow. On the other side, it's like the consumer-facing side or the B2B settlement type of thing. B2B settlement probably will come earlier. If you find related party to show that with the blockchain technology, it might help them to break the original threshold or what of the like cross-border related things. But the consumer side, I also see there's a potential growth. For example, few of our community have Web2 founders and Web3 founders, right? Some of the Web2 founders, they are working on their project for their company for 5 to 10 years already. They have an extensive user base already. So when the Web3 team say the points or they have the membership card, etc., they bring new set of user. I think the Web2 founders are all welcome then to sort of join the party, and they will see some integration from ticketing, CRM, etc. is all going on in the region. But it won't be like hype of narrative on certain token right now, but I think that's the right trend to go. It's gonna really bring the convenience of crypto or token or blockchain to real life. Yep.
For me, like I just want to add as a side note, like there's a lot of the efforts being made to have such partnership with the traditional side, but I think like a lot of times it just ends up with like over allocating, overusing the token without any sense of bringing like very sustainable like strategic, the health coming from those like traditional companies. So basically, I think you really, if you're founder in this like watching this as an audience, like I definitely think that you really should like take care that like the people you're thinking to, pitch to, thinking of pitching to, or actually doing something as a partner coming from more traditional state. I mean, traditional side of the industry, and not really knowing what's really happening in the Web3 space. And if you feel the speed is different, the execution style, entirely, the thinking framework is different, that you really should have to, rethink which type of the like value will be brought from the Web2 space. Since basically, if it's only the name, I think, the practicality of such partnership wouldn't like long last. It would only last for like 2-3 months. Talking to the people that we're working with this like trusted partner in the Web2 space, but in the long run, like we're not really doing this for like 2-3 months, right? We are try to do something in the more long. I mean, with more like longevity, like surviving in this space for multiple different cycles and doing shifting really something out of the boundary that couldn't be like done in the Web2 space, right? So unfortunately, I saw a lot of the like portfolio companies and some of the other non-portfolio companies, founders who are close to me, like like thinking of the like Web2 partnership in a very simple way, but still ended up not doing like performing really well, like working with such like big conglomerates, because like they're the entire the culture and everything is like totally different from the Web3 space, and the speed of moving is definitely different. So you should like definitely watch out for that.
All right, last question for you guys. Let's feel free to leak some alpha. What do you guys just name maybe one area you guys are most excited for 2025? Or, feel free.
2020. I mean, like for 2025, I wouldn't set the timeline since like I'm really bad at like actually.
Tell us what you're buying right now.
Tell us which token to buy. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm really bad at that. So like probably you can like just help out. For me, like the one thing that in a more technical side, the one thing I was focusing more on is the confidentiality. Since basically, we have some of the like the portfolios doing the ZKP like TE since like 2019. We invested in Secret Network, Oasis, few of the others, and I like ZK Sync type of like ZK EVM as well. But I think like back then, the privacy area was like too much like monolithic. Everything should be controlled in a more more like the encryption should be done in a monolithic way. But still, I think there is a like better way for us to actually work in the same like similar manner with what traditional side of the finance or the products are working. So if I just have to pick a single like technology, then probably it's going to be confidentiality. So yeah.
Okay, if the sensor, the technology side is easier. I agree the privacy side will need a huge set of improve because we gonna onboard more enterprises, right? And way more larger transaction, way more important transaction. So privacy is important. In terms of application side, I see all the so-called buzzword narrative. I still hasn't seen a really single strong application yet. So I believe all the narrative we mentioned in the past, say 18 months is in the upcoming 18 months is we probably will be able to see one really popular. What is the sign of this?
Time is up.
No, I think what people will think, oh, the narrative right now is CP, the narrative right now is AI agent, and then POM-related token, and then they move on to the next one. But in the past 18 months, we haven't seen like a really strong application that is based on specific angle to go really popular, right? So in the coming, those narrative after people or VC or all the token holders pump it, will eventually have started working on that. So I would say in the upcoming 18 months we'll see people back then because they got attracted by the narrative. They will work on something that is meaningful and really interesting. Yep.
Yeah, I think from personal trading experience, I would say interoperability. Even the word is difficult to announce. So because I was trying to ape some AI agent token on Base, so I need to bridge my USDC from East to Base. It took me more than 10 minutes. I think this is very daunting for new users. That's a hurdle. There's demand, right? But this is a hurdle. So I really think if project can really improve this part, smooth communication, seamless user experience for trading, that has huge upside. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess similar to yours, actually. I think something we're looking to is AI agents. I think AI agents will probably even abstract some of the things away. User can say, hey, I want to buy this in the most effective way. You will find the most efficient path, go to a different chain, buy a bridge back over. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, thank you guys very much. Yeah.
Yep, thank you.